Hey everyone, welcome back to She Tried It. So this is how far I got until the actual pattern before starting completely over. So let's talk a little bit about projects, shall we? So I'm actually about to unravel what I've done so far. I just want to explain what's going on. You're probably a little bit confused because if you're watching this video, you see the thumbnail. Hopefully what I ended up making looks beautiful, so that's why you click the video. Things did not go as planned with this pattern, and it's nothing against the designer, it's nothing against the pattern book or magazine that it came from. It was totally me. So a big thing on this pattern that I realized is that it was way more advanced knitting than I was even capable of. I did a lot of German short rows, which that's what this is, which you can barely tell, but a lot of German short rows and darts, which I didn't really understand, probably because I didn't finish, but I didn't understand what it added to the pattern, and I felt like it just made things much harder. I'm taking out my lifelines, but I felt like it made things much harder. Once I got through the pattern, I love the look of the pattern, but I just really struggled with trying to get the pattern to be at a level that I'm at. I'm not an advanced knitter. I would say I'm definitely more of an advanced crocheter than I am a knitter. And I've been having this issue pretty much all year. At the very beginning of the year, I made that waffle cardigan, which came out beautifully, but that did not start as a waffle cardigan. It started as another pattern. And I've had this happen multiple times where I purchased a pattern, not too many times, but where I purchased a pattern and then either the way the pattern's written or something about it, I just cannot get it. It just seems like it's been happening more this year than ever before. So I did a survey on my community tab just to see if people thought that I should still try to figure out how to make it even though I wasn't totally following the pattern, or if I should just start something else. And the the slight winning response is that I should find a lesson in it. So I decided to find a lesson in what I made. And basically the lesson I came up with is that when something is too hard, instead of just giving up, especially with something as beautiful as this design, just figure out a way to make it work. So I think I figured out a way to make it work. Again, there's still a little bit left to do, so I don't have a finished product yet to really vouch for the fact that I figured out how to make it work, but I'm pretty sure I did. I knew the biggest thing was that I need to take out all those German short rows or darts or whatever those are called because they were just too much. I also needed to make the pattern where it fit more my shape, which I love patterns that give you the exact stitch count, but I also enjoy patterns that are kind of made to fit your own body, and I think I've kind of gotten into that routine with the other patterns I've completed. And if I'm being honest, I think I'm kind of getting to the point where I don't really want to do patterns anymore. Like, I don't want to read other people's patterns. I think, and don't quote me on this, I think I might be ready to start designing some stuff of my own. We'll see if that actually plays out. This could just be a phase. You know, when you aren't having a successful pattern, you just start thinking all over the place. There's no telling what I'm going through right now. I really do like the design of this top. Just to give you a little background, this is the 4/4 top. It's in the Pom Pom magazine. It's a pattern written by Julie Robinson, who I'm sure is a great designer. Do not judge the designer based on me. Do not judge the pattern based on me. But as far as I understand, this pattern only comes inside the magazine, so you'd have to purchase the magazine to be able to get access to the pattern. It comes in sizes 1 to 10. That's for a bust size of 30 inches to 60 inches. And it has 4 inches of positive ease, so it's supposed to fit a little bit loosely. I am just finishing up unraveling what I wasn't able to get through. But what I'm gonna do, because I really don't have anything to share about the actual pattern, I'm gonna show you what I ended up doing in order to modify it so that I could get the pattern to work for me. And then together we could see if that worked out or if that was a fail and if I should have gone with the lesser half of y'all that said that I should just give up on the pattern. So let me finish up unraveling. At this point, I'm feeling just a little bit down because, like I said, this is not the first time this has happened this year regarding a pattern. I just feel like every pattern I purchase is not working for me, and I know that's totally normal for crocheters and knitters alike. But I'm feeling a little bit down at this point, but don't worry, keep watching. I clearly end up making something because that's what you see in the thumbnail. But yeah, stay tuned for what I end up making. Okay, So as weird as this is what I have so far in terms of my pattern. I have only removed the lifelines, I have not reeved in the ends, and I need to seam some stuff together, but I do want to kind of explain what I did do. The main stitch count I used from the pattern was the stitches for the ties. Once you have the pattern and determine your size, I would just look at the amount of ties, and that's what I started with. I started with that stitch count on this end. This is where I began. And then I kept that going, and then this is the body. I'm gonna fold it in a little bit so it makes a little bit more sense. Then I added a few more stitches so that I could get the sleeves going. And then after I got the sleeves going for a few rows, you can kind of see the lifeline that used to be there right there. But after I extended it for the sleeves, then I started doing a little V-neck and went in at the shoulder. Here's the shoulder part, still have the sleeve going. Then I did a little V-neck for the back part. Continuing down, I ended that V-neck, and then I kind of did a mirror image of what I did above, and then I kept it down. And then once I got down, I started doing the white. And I literally did the opposite thing for the white side and then went down to the brown. So it mirrors exactly what I did for the other one. I am praying to God this fits, and that's what we're about to find out in a little bit. But let me fold it up really quick so you can get more of a vision of how it's gonna look as a finished product. So literally all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this side, bring it down to where the brown meets the brown here. And then that should be how it works. Does that make more sense? Are you seeing it based on the picture now? And then I'll fold this part down so the white meets the white. These are rolling in, but I think it's only rolling in because it's laying on the floor. I could not get the steam blocking to work how I wanted it to. So seam up the sleeves, seam up the sides, seam up the front panel, seam up the back panel, and then I leave the ties as they are. They just kind of dangle, and I will show you that in a little bit. So let me get to seaming really quick. I don't know why it seems to work like this, but every time I'm working on kind of a stressful project, I happen to be making something really delicious. So I just want to show y'all really quick this tomato soup I'm making, and I'm so excited about it. So let me give you a in progress shot. So I just finished the white side and it came out good, but the front panel, or the back panel, is a little bit longer than the front one. I don't think that's gonna be noticeable, so I'm trying not to like worry about that. But now I'm gonna connect the front panels and the back panels. We'll see how it turns out. I'm thinking it's gonna fit though. I'm not as worried about it fitting, I think. I don't know, okay. Okay, so I just finished seaming the front and the back panels together. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. Yeah, it's definitely gonna fit. Okay, so this is the front. Yep, that looks seamless. But I seem to get it. Anyways, it looks really good. I use brown yarn to seam the front and the back. This is such a process. Now I'm so anxious to try it on, but the last thing I need to do is just leave in all the ends, and then we'll see how this baby looks on. My boyfriend was saying it looked a little bit fallish, which from the colors I could see how he would think that. He's not wrong, but yeah, I can't wait to see how this looks on. I think it's pretty good for summer. Okay, I'm excited. Seaming the ends, then I'm done. I am double checking one more time to make sure I weaved in all the ends, and I think I did. So I'm gonna go try this on and hope for the best, man, because there's no telling how this is gonna fit. It looks pretty just on its own, and I need to show y'all how the soup turned out because it's really good. So let me show y'all that and let me try it on, and I will be done. Hopefully it's cute, we'll see. So this is how the soup turned out. I'm still letting it cool. And I did food process most of the vegetables, but there were some like chickpeas and onions that I missed. So I'm gonna have to go through it a little bit more to food process everything else, but it tastes amazing. It's gonna be a great lunch for the week. So excited. So let's see how this top looks. Okay, so this looks good right now. This is a good image of how the project turned out. I don't hate how it's looking to you right now. Now, a couple qualms. I honestly could have just worn it like this, like a little light summer tee. I thought this would have been perfect, honestly. There's nothing wrong with this, but the wrap does give it a little bit of character. What else? It's extremely low cut, but I have the same neckline in the front and the back, which I think is kind of cool, but it's very, very low cut, and all this is my fault because I did not follow the pattern really. You can't really tell that the back lengths don't match, like the white ends longer than the brown. I don't think that it's really that big of a deal, so that wasn't a huge issue at all. The back is my biggest issue. So I pull the white, the one connected to so I pull the brown tie over, and then I pull the white tie over, and it creates like this weird bunching that I don't like in the back. So in the back, it looks kind of unruly, but in the front, it's like a beautiful, it looks beautiful, but in the back, it's just like chaos back there. I did find that if I kind of tuck this in, what was I doing before? I think I was tucking it in or kind of more wrapping it. That looks a lot better. Again, not a deal breaker. It's really just it being low cut, which is uncomfortable for me. But yeah, it looks really good. It's not bad at all. I wish I could have followed the pattern so then it would look like everybody else's, because everybody else's turned out great. And I know I was the problem, but this is kind of cute. Honestly, I might wear this to church tomorrow because this is really comfortable. And the biggest thing I have to say, 24/7 cotton, lion brand yarn is amazing. That's what this is made out of. And it turned out so good. This is such a durable cotton. It's mercerized cotton. And the colors I use, I have to leave them up on the side because I want to give you the exact colors I use. But it's basically just an off-white and like almost a camel color. They look so good together. I will absolutely be using more of this yarn. And I'm gonna do a poll on my community tab to see if y'all want some more patterns. I don't know why I've been so scared of creating my own pattern. I think it's just the fear of something being like, this pattern sucks or something, like I want my money back. I don't know. But maybe I can like ease into it, do a little free pattern on YouTube, which everybody does, which I did not want to do. But I do kind of want to get into patterns. Maybe I'll start with like an easy cardigan pattern, maybe using this cotton. And then I can get into a little bit different patterns. But all in all, this make is great. Don't like how my bra keeps showing, but this is a great make. The back could be better. I could have done a lot of things better, but this is not like the worst thing in the world. I would wear this. I would wear this over some other stuff that I have, so this is not like my worst make at all. The pattern was hard, but I'm glad I actually stuck with it. So thank you to all the people that suggested I should stick with it, because I ultimately like what I ended up with. This is cute. This is really cute, and it looks nice with the jeans and everything. So if I wear it tomorrow, I'll try to get my boyfriend's reaction when I see him in the morning. If I don't wear it tomorrow, I will be wearing it. I just don't know when, but that's it for me for today. Who knows what's coming next? Maybe a pattern, maybe, yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but I'll see you in the next video. Bye.